We need NATO nations to help us.
我们需要北约组织来帮助我们。
But if they cannot, at least they can protect our sky.
如果北约不能为我们出兵，至少他们可以保卫乌克兰的天空。
Protect our sky and we will do the rest.
请保卫乌克兰的天空，我们乌克兰人会做剩下其他的事情。
Finally, please, everyone, do as much as you can. Pressure your governments to help Ukraine economically and in terms of defense.
最后，我想请每一位，请对你们的政府来施压，请各国的政府要来对俄罗斯进行经济制裁，然后施加最多的压力在北约的身上，这样才能保护到我们的乌克兰。我再重复一次，他是出生在乌克兰的韩国人，他的家人朋友现在都还在乌克兰。
Thank you.
谢谢大家。
Thank you. Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Yes, I'm from Ukraine. I want to address myself to the Russian people here in Taiwan and also outside of Taiwan and actually everywhere. I'm Russian by origin. I'm not Ukrainian by origin. My parents do not speak Ukrainian. I speak Ukrainian not very good. I grew up on Ukraine. My parents lived in Ukraine 40 plus years. Never ever Ukrainian government humiliated Russian speaking people. Never happens that those who are Russian was somehow humiliated with Ukrainian people, with Ukrainian government, or it never exists. In Ukraine, people speak both language and both language are welcome. All that statement that Ukrainian government makes some harm to Russian-speaking people or Russian, it's a big lie. It's just propaganda, very poorly done. It's not true and never been true. And those Russians who believe that it is true, I am a live person saying I'm Russian. I'm proud of Ukraine. I'm not proud to be Russian by origin, but I'm proud to be Ukrainian now because this country did not do anything to me, to my family. My kids, they spoke both languages. They spoke Ukrainian and Russian speaks, and I don't see any problem with that. I don't see any problem that language could be a barrier or could be a reason to start a war. It's just an illogical because we share the same religions, we speak the same language, we look like each other, and there is no single point to be separated, to start a war. It's just artificially created a reason that Russian language is, or Russian people is, well, what can I say? Just, yeah.
A question for you, because we are seeing that in Russia, a lot of anti-war protesters have actually been arrested by the Putin government. As a Russian, how do you see that?
Sorry, I didn't.
A lot of anti-war protesters in Russia are arrested for supporting Ukraine. How do you see that as a Russian?
Well, I have Russian relatives. I think Russian people, a lot of them are very scared of his dictator. So it's understandable to be scared, but it's actually time to finally stand up because, well, it's red line is crossed. It's very, very harsh action towards it's humiliating catastrophe. It's absolutely not appropriate.
Do you have a message to Vladimir Putin and the people of Ukraine?
Well, I only have a message for people in Ukraine, for my relatives, for my friends who are now sheltering in basement because of the air attack. I just want them to be strong, keep strong. I just can't imagine how scary it is to see a measles under your head. it's like it's surreal. It's like something we would never ever happen to have, especially those countries which was that damaged under Second World War. I mean, Ukraine lost so many millions of people because it was a border with the Polish and Western border during the Second World War, and now we see it again. It's absolutely not appropriate.
And your message to Vladimir Putin?
No message for him. I just wish him very bad health.
死了吧？台湾惨。
Нет, no.
International community to do.
I just want to support it, very possible way to stop it, because Ukraine needs to stop it immediately, because Russian army is much more powerful, is much more heavily equipped. It's actually quite, yeah.
Thank you. We have another one.
Russia attacked Ukraine, but they also attack all freedom and democracy. If today we're gonna close our eyes and forgive, tomorrow it's gonna be your family, your country in entire danger.
Yes.
We need support. We're proud of our army, which protect not just our people, but all Europe, all countries, all freedom, all democracy.
Fight for
Thank you.
democracy.
Thank you. Слава Україні! Героям слава! Слава нації! Смерть ворогам! Україна понад усе! Україна понад усе!
You are Ukrainian or are you a Ukrainian? That's
I'm
all?
Ukrainian.
Do you mind we just ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Okay. We see that you are here. Is it your second day here or have you been here since yesterday?
Excuse
Is it
me?
your first time here or have you been here since? No, is it for the protest? Is it your second day here?
Yes. Yesterday I've been straight after job. I came here at 4:30 p.m. But most of the people already gone yesterday. So today we came here at 12 also, yeah.
How are your relatives back home? Your family back home?
My family, all my family is military. Especially my younger brother as well, who is not even 18. My mom stay alone in home and sleep with the clothes and with all document packet. Because bombing everywhere, even in my small village, I'm from small town. Hundreds and hundreds people dead. They fight not only with army, they shoot for several people. Stay strong, Ukraine. We all believe in our army, we all believe in our nation, we all believe in our people. Thank you.
Any message that you want to tell President Putin?
To Putin is no message. To Putin is only gun in his face and death. That's it.
One more question to you. As a Ukrainian, do you hope that the NATO and the United States could actually do more?
Of course they can do more. As we've seen today, they can ban Russia from SWIFT, protect Ukrainian sky, send NATO forces.
So do you hope that they send more help to?
Yes, they should send. Because as I said before, this war is not about Ukraine. It's about all democrats, it's about all country, and tomorrow it can be anyone.
Message for Olaf Scholz and Emmanuel Macron, French President and German Chancellor.
German and French closed them eyes for so long. We have a war in Ukraine already 8 years. These few days is open and fully escalation, but actually we have the war already 8 years. All this time, Merkel, right now Scholz in German, Macron, they closed them eyes for so long.
Any message for Biden?
We are really, Ukrainian is still all supporting what they're doing. From UK, from Turkey, from every country. We see all support. but we believe that we can do more.
Yeah. Actually, I'm Ukrainian and I'm originally from Kiev. In fact, my father is Russian and I'm also a native Russian speaker. And I spent a good part of my life living in Russia because I got my education over there. So I have many friends across both Ukraine and Russia, and I'm very familiar with the situation. And keeping it simple, there are two questions that people in Taiwan, my friends in Taiwan, ask me pretty often. The first question is why Russians are doing all this. And the answer is very simple, just because they can. You know, they used to be the main nation in an empire during the USSR time. They used to this kind of the world order where they can look down at other nations around them, at Belarus, at Ukrainians, at Georgians, who are like also in the USSR, but you know, like Russians are like here, they're like the main nation, and other people around them are a little bit lesser, and they enjoy this. And they enjoy the situation when they have their large military, when they can just invade and do whatever they want, where they can tell them what should we do to please them. And this is exactly what makes Russian government so popular. Just because they throw this, you know, like Russian pride, their national ego. And this is wrong. Because we, people of Ukraine, we just want to be left alone. We want to live the way how we decide by ourselves. And the second question is what can we do? Well, actually, unfortunately, there is no much we can do like immediately, and we are pretty much limited in our ways to act in the situation. But I can give you two advices. First, Ukraine really needs monetary help. Ukraine needs money. I mean, even not Ukrainian government, but just like regular people of Ukraine. Right now, Ukrainian houses are being destroyed. There are many people in Ukraine who got injured. They need medical help. And all this definitely costs money. Donate, send money to people whom you know in Ukraine, send money to Ukrainian doctors, send money to Ukrainian volunteer organizations who help all these refugees, people who lost everything, who lost their homes, who lost their jobs, who need medical attention. All this is very necessary, and all this is very, very helpful. And maybe for you, it's just, you know, like, for you, it's just a single dinner in a nice restaurant. When for someone in Ukraine who lost everything because of military aggression from Russia, it's maybe like food for entire months, or maybe it's a surgery. It's really necessary and it really helps. And the second thing that you need to sort of understand, what can you do in long term? Just stop dealing with Russians. Russia is a huge country of liars and criminals. Their government totally consists of criminals. They just take Russian national resources to make themselves rich. They do nothing. They do nothing useful, you know. And you should understand that, unfortunately, this is very, very sad and difficult to say. But every time when you have business with Russians, when you buy something from Russia, when you sell something to Russia, when you have some partnership with Russian business, you indirectly support Russian government. Just stop doing this. They should be isolated from entire civilized world. This is the real contribution that you can make. Thank you.
Have you been in contact with your family back in Kyiv? Have you been in contact with your family back in Kyiv?
Yes, my parents right now are in Kiev, and right now Russian air forces are actually making strikes on Kiev, and they are destroying homes. And yeah, I can show you a picture. Yeah, I'm sure that like it's kind of difficult to show, but this is how the early morning looked like yesterday. Yes. Russia makes airstrikes and missile strikes over big cities in Ukraine, trying to spread panic and trying to kill people.
Try to contact your family.
Yeah, we are keeping contact with them all the time, until it's possible.
What is their situation? Are they leaving Kyiv?
It's kind of difficult to explain the situation. They're still alive, but they are very scared, and they are trying to seek like a safe place to stay.
Do they have plans to leave Ukraine? Does your family have plans to leave Ukraine?
No, they want to stay there because it's their country, it's their place, it's their home. Why the hell they need to leave?
How do you think the veto at the ear of Russia? Russia's veto at the United Nations?
I mean, it's pointless because it's pointless to make any deals with the Russians. You know, we already had so many agreements with Russia. We had an agreement with Budapest Memorandum in 1994 when Ukraine gave up its nukes for the guarantee of safety from the US, UK and Russia, and it's violated. We already had an agreement about peace and friendship with Russia when in early 20s, in early 2000s, Russia already sort of agreed that the Ukrainian border should be like this and they have nothing to do with this. We already have Minsk agreements with Russia. They just keep ignoring them. I mean, what is the point to even listen to Russia and what is the point to make any deals with them if, you know, the term Russian deal itself means that you are going to be betrayed. This means something that doesn't worth like anything. Doesn't matter how many papers you sign making agreements with Russia, they're just liars.
Finland to follow their agreement with
No, they never do. They never do, they just ignore. I mean, like, yeah, you can talk with Russia, you can make agreements with them, but what is the point? They don't follow them.
The question here is that we have seen that your president has said that you guys are fighting this war alone, and he's been calling help to the United States and NATO and EU for more help. How do you think that these allies like US should actually do to help Ukraine?
Oh, it's a very difficult question because they are sort of saving their assets and nobody wants to confront Russia openly. Plus, you should understand that Russia is a rich country and most of Russian rich folks, they keep their monetary assets not in Russia. Their families, their kids getting education in Harvard, in Switzerland, they keep their money in Europe. And all the money that Russia gets from selling natural resources, they don't finish up in Russia. They go to rich Western countries.
You feel that your country is like an orphan right now? You feel that the Ukraine is like an orphan right now?
Ukraine is what?
A lost house, a child that is just abandoned.
Well, you know, like Ukraine is not like fully abandoned. They definitely voice their concerns about the situation and they talk quite a lot. But the thing is that the harsh reality is that it's pointless to talk to Russians. Yeah, you can like talk to them, so what? It changes nothing.
Do you think that they should send troops to help Ukraine?
No, just Russia should be isolated from the entire world. Just stop dealing with them. No trades, no business together, no traveling. Just let them live in their cave and eat their national pride and ego. Ukraine is definitely capable of fighting for itself, and trust me, I have many friends in Ukraine and most of them already embrace this sort of fatalistic mindset that perhaps they're going to die, but they're not going to die for free, they're ready to trade their lives. And unfortunately, after so many negotiations with Russia, after so many talks and agreements, again, that are being totally, completely ignored by Russia, unfortunately, most of Ukrainian people already sort of embrace the idea that the only way to stop this aggression and the only way to stop this war is by sending dead bodies of Russian soldiers back to Russia where they belong. And I hope it's going to happen.
Can I say something? Okay, I'm from Lithuania. Yeah. Someone else want to come? Yeah. Okay, I'm from Lithuania.
We are from Lithuania.
Right. Yeah, we are from Lithuania. But I want to say a message from myself that my sister-in-law, she is Ukrainian. I asked her, she is living now in London, you know, and I asked her how do you feel about it? So she's very sad, of course, I asked, how are your relatives? So she say, my relatives, they're gonna go to fight for Ukraine. Her sister is going to become a medical person in a battlefield. So, of course, we are so much troubled by this news, because Ukrainians, people from Russia, they say that Ukrainians are their brothers and their sisters, and they consider them their greatest friends. How can they kill their best friends? How can they invade their best friends? How can they cover up their freedom? So, you know, we need to be very much united, the whole world, to stand with them, because if they attack their best friends like that, what they will do to those who they don't know as good as Ukrainians. So this war needs to stop for many reasons, because people are dying, and especially close people to Russians. Every day now there is some fighting going on. So we need to stop this fighting immediately. This is very terrible. This is the same as to our brothers and sisters, something is happening. I never met my sisters-in-law relatives. So anyone in Ukraine can be my brother and sister-in-law, or like my father, or like my mother, or like my grandparent. They all speak Russian, you know? So how can Russia kill Russian-speaking people? Yeah, this is not right. Yeah.
Yes. I am a Lithuanian too. 我是立陶宛人。我们支持乌克兰。我们历史跟俄罗斯，我们没有好的历史跟他们。俄罗斯我们不能信任他们。乌克兰加油 ！We stand for Ukraine. Slava Ukraine!
Slava Ukraine!
谢谢。
Thank you.
Let's change. Stand with Ukraine, or we go with Slava Ukraine. So we asked this gentleman to lead us to change. Now this time in Ukrainian. Okay.
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine! Okay.
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Slava Ukraine!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Слава нації!
Слава нації!
Смерть ворогам!
Смерть ворогам!
Україна!
Україна!
Понад усе!
Понад усе! Okay.
No, don't say that. No.
Let's go once again in English. Stand with. Okay, okay, go.
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine.
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 You want the red, the yellow. What? You want yellow flowers.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Thanks for coming.
Would you like it?
I'm speechless.
Yeah, I can reply to Which one?
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, thank you.
Слава Україні! Слава Україні! Слава Україні!
Would you like to speak?
我跟我们先去旁边先搞，在旁边笑，他说你要看。
Thank you everyone. Thank you for your support.
谢谢你们来，谢谢大家的支持。
I am a Korean Ukrainian. I spent all my life in southern Ukraine.
我是一个韩裔的乌克兰人，我多半的人生都在南方的乌克兰度过。
My family, my mom, my dad, my brother, they live in southern Ukraine in the province called Kherson.
我的爸爸妈妈还有兄弟，他们现在都住在乌克兰南方一个叫做华颂的城市。
Those of you who follow the news know that yesterday, last night, we lost Kherson to the occupying forces.
你们有看新闻的人就可以看到，昨天晚上我们已经失去了华颂这个城市。
And right now there are news that Russia is trying to initiate peace talks, a dialogue with Ukraine.
现在有传闻指出，俄罗斯想要跟乌克兰进行和平谈判。
And the situation right now is directly indicative of how these peace talks will turn out for Ukraine.
现在的情势，直接会指向乌克兰未来会如何的发展。
And we cannot allow Ukraine to be bullied into giving up the territories that Russia is currently occupying.
我们不能让乌克兰被威吓逼迫到必须让出俄罗斯现在霸占的领土。
If for some reason Russia gets the peace that they are currently occupying, it means that my family is now in the Russian territory.
如果俄罗斯就此成功的可以拿下他们现在占领的乌克兰领土的话，那表示我的家人就会落入俄国人的手中。
I really appreciate that everyone here, especially those who are not Ukrainians, standing here and speaking for Ukraine.
我特别感谢，特别不是乌克兰人的你们，今天来到这里来表达对乌克兰的支持。
However, the reality is we need action.
但是这个事实是我们需要行动。
These are the three main statements that the Ukrainian government, my government, President Zelensky, and all our ministries, and especially our armed forces need right now.
这三个是乌克兰总统泽伦斯基所提出来的三个主张，是乌克兰的军方还有人民所需要的。
Previously we saw people there, very few people who were advocating for what they call imperialism. They were advocating for other countries not getting involved in this.
先前我们看到大部分的人都是在倡议，很少人去谴责帝国主义，都是在 Anybody wants to speak in any language, please feel free to come here and take this mic. 有任何想要讲话的朋友，请自由上前来拿这个麦克风。
Just want to say one thing that I see some people from Russia came here to, to stand against this evil regime in Russia. So this is a great encouragement by Russian community that you are here with us to support Ukraine. It means that not every Russian is with the evil regime of Russia. So it's a great thanks to you, and we are one by supporting Russia. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Slava Ukraina! Героям слава! Stop the war!
Lithuania stands with Ukraine. Slava Ukraine! I would like to pass mic to introduce which country you are and just give support to Ukraine, okay? Slava Ukraine!
We are from Israel and we stand with Ukraine! Stop picking! Slava Ukraine!
I'm from Mexico and I stand with Ukraine. Stop! Stop beating now! 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 I'm from the United States and I stand with Ukraine. Stop beating now! Stop beating now! Stop beating now! Stop beating now! Stop beating now!
I'm from Hong Kong, living in Taiwan. Thank you. Stop Putin. Stop Putin.
And I'm from Hong Kong also, and Putin back off all.
I am from Ukraine, and I'm grateful for all Russian, Kazakh, Belarusian, Polish people to be here today. Thank you very much. Your opinion matters. Slava Ukraine! Slava Ukraine!
I'm from Belarus. Belarus supports our brothers in Ukraine.
Slava Ukraine! I'm from the United States with Ukraine. Slava Ukraine! Slava Ukraine!
I'm from Canada. I'm 16 years old. We stand with Ukraine. Putin is a dickhead!
Anyone say something?
I'm from Poland. I'm from Poland.
Wait.
Hi. One second. I'm from
Poland.
And you are one of the most important allies of Ukraine, which is also our dearest neighbor. Poland is ready to provide any means of support that our fellow brothers and sisters and Ukrainians need
We stand with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini! Slava Ukraini! Ukraine Jalo! Ukraine Jalo! Ukraine Jalo! Hello everyone, I'm from Pakistan and today I'm here to stand with my Ukrainian. So Slava Ukraini! Slava Ukraini! Putin stop the oppression! Thank you.
不好意思，刚才我们的警察大哥跟我说，麦克风可能不能再用。Sorry. Our tell me that the mic has to be stopped because the other camp they asked them to stop the microphone as well. So let's just speak really loudly and keep going. Thank you.
My phone? Please keep going, speak. Let's speak louder. 真的不能用麦克风了哈。Now you really to stop using the speaker. Okay.
Be silent. We're here to speak the truth. What's wrong with the whole world? We can see that the whole world united to stand against one man. And we cannot do nothing to stop this one man. You know, we need to send a message to this one man If people in the world stay silent, we cannot change anything. So we need to speak. Is it right to kill Ukrainians? No. Is it right to kill Ukrainians? No. So it's wrong to kill Ukrainians.
Yes.
We need all the world to stand to say this one word. That it is wrong to kill Ukrainians. It is wrong to kill any free country people.
Yes.
So we need to speak, and when we speak, people will hear that. If we stay silent, they will keep doing evil things.
Yes.
Yes, so Ukrainians are brothers and sisters. Ukrainians are the same people as we are. They don't want war. They want to have their relatives alive. They want to have their children go to school. Now they cannot go to school. They cannot go to buy food. They need to stand in their, in the lower part in the basement of the building, in the shelter. Is it right? It is not right. So we need to speak out. We need to write this on your social media.
Yes.
Write this on the Facebook.
Yes.
Write this on the Twitter.
Yes.
We have our weapon. We need to use that.
Yes.
We need to reach out to the other parts of the world. We have the means to do that.
Yes.
We need to record messages of video, not agreeing with what Russia is doing. We cannot be silent. We need to speak out. The world is watching what is happening in Ukraine, but cannot do nothing. So we need to find a way to reach out, to speak out, to make our voice heard.
Yes.
Save Ukraine!
Save Ukraine!
Stop the war in Ukraine!
Stop the war in Ukraine!
Stop the people who direct the war!
Stop the people who direct the war!
Stop soldiers in Ukraine! Fight for Ukraine!
Fight for Ukraine!
Soldiers of Russia, stop fighting! Soldiers of Russia, stop fighting!
Soldiers of Russia, stop fighting!
Soldiers of Russia, surrender!
Soldiers of Russia, surrender!
You have no right to invade Ukraine!
You have no right to invade Ukraine!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Stop the war!
Stop the war!
Stop Putin!
Stop Putin!
I don't believe even the Russians want this war. It's just one lunatic. Stop Putin!
Stop Putin!
Stop Putin!
Stop Putin!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Viva Україна!
Viva Україна!
Viva Україна!
Viva Україна! I cannot believe Russia wants war. It's only one lunatic wants a war. Only Putin wants a war. Stop Putin!
Stop Putin!
People of the world, rise up!
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 People of the world, rise up against Putin! People of the world, rise up against Putin! People of the world, let's stop the war! People of the world, let's stop the war! People of the world, let's stop this! People of the world, let's stop this!
Too many innocents died!
Too many innocents died!
Too many innocents died!
Too many innocents died!
Нет войне!
Нет войне!
Нет войне!
Нет войне!
Нет войне!
Нет войне!
No to the war!
No to the war!
No to the war!
No to the war!
乌克兰加油！
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 Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine! 乌克兰加油！乌克兰加油！乌克兰加油！
火力滚出去！
火力滚出去！
For people who want to donate to help Ukraine, you can come and scan her phone. She has the QR code. 反正如果想要捐款给乌克兰的人民的，请到这位女士的这边的电话来扫 QR code，可以来这边问啊。So please come here to get a QR code for your sponsorship and your support to Ukrainians.
That's how I
No, I never been excited.
I didn't know how that works.
I thought maybe the similar.
The journalists are looking for someone who's from Russia who is willing to speak. Is there anyone from Russia that's willing to speak? Anyone from Russia that's willing to speak to the press? You stand here and wait for me, huh? 我找到了。我其实也不知道，我看到，我不是欧洲。台湾公民上，哦。对，然后我们现在在欧洲调查业，要问我们做的，有，然后调查做这个，然后现在一直讲，有一个讲话的那个，他现在开了。刚刚那个。他乌克兰人，对，而且他刚刚有站出来讲话，所以他一直是愿意讲话的。据你所知，现场应该是有刚刚有一个在访，现在在访，那我是不是也要开？我在想，我想要这个这个那我知道，我知道你们是在试映会，不是在电影会都放。对，这几天连续在华山都有。对，但我也看过了。我也看过，我又被迫看了一次，我没办法再看一次。我自己是香港，哦，你是香港哦？对，我真的是从头，我好Okay, what's your name? Irene. Irene. So Irene. 我其实没为什么，I know of course. 你看这边，这个是 Irene。你好，这个是谢谢你。因为我的工作是，这也不是我这个。哦，你只是上班。对。而且 Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 要不要拍点？
不进回了，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦，不进回了，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦，啦啦啦啦啦啦啦啦。
Дорогі українці, ми тут зібралися у Тайбеї на Тайвані для того, щоб усіх вас підтримати, сказати вам, що ми усі стоїмо з вами, шукаємо усі зв'язки і способи допомогти вам. Усі ми маємо якихось родичів в Україні. Хтось ще вільний, хтось воює, а хтось, на жаль, уже частично окупований. Ми підтримуємо військових України. Ми кажемо вам «Дзяйо», що означає «Удачі». Майте сили, ми в вас віримо. Україна має найпотужнішу армію в Європі. Ви чудові. Дякую.
Українці, всі, хто зараз подавав Московича людей, я знаю багато наших зараз на станціях метро. Я хочу, щоб ви знали, щоб ви пам'ятали, що ви цивілізовані Тайвань з вами. Ми з вами не фізично, ментально і щодня, кожен день ми вас підтримуємо. Ви, як закордонні українці, беремо на себе відповідальність. Стояти на місці. Будемо збиратися України кошти і будемо спілкуватися з людьми з усіх країн, аби донести всього світу правду, що вами хочуть стати українського народу.
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Thank you. I think that was good.
the world, unite for Ukraine! People of the world, unite for Ukraine! God save Ukraine!
God save Ukraine!
Oh, sorry.
乌克兰自由万岁！
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 乌克兰自由万岁！民主自由万岁！民主自由万岁！
Putin must go home! Putin must go home! Putin must go home! Putin must go home!
Putin must go home!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
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 Tell Putin to go home!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
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 Say no to war!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Tell Putin to go home!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
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 Say no to war!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Tell Putin to go home!
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 God bless Ukraine!
God bless Ukraine!
Give peace a chance!
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 Give peace a chance! Tell Putin to go home!
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 Say no to war!
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 Stop killing Ukrainians!
Stop killing Ukrainians!
Stop the war!
Stop the war!
Stop bloodshed!
Stop bloodshed!
Stop bloodshed!
Stop bloodshed!
乌克兰加油！
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 乌克兰自由万岁！
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 民主主义万岁！
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 Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
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 Glory to heroes!
Glory to heroes!
Glory to Ukrainian soldiers!
Glory to Ukrainian soldiers!
Glory to Ukraine!
Glory to Ukraine!
Keep Ukraine free!
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 Tell Putin to go home!
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 Stop war in Ukraine!
Stop war in Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Stand with Ukraine!
Say no to Putin!
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 Нет войне!
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 Say no to the war!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
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 乌克兰加油！
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 乌克兰自由万岁！
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 乌克兰自由万岁
Free Ukraine!
！Free Ukraine!
Free Ukraine!
Free Ukraine!
Free Ukraine!
Free Ukraine!
Slava Ukraini!
Slava Ukraini!
Slava Ukraini!
Slava Ukraini!
Slava Ukraini!
Slava Ukraini!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
Free Ukraine!
Free Ukraine!
Let Ukraine go! Let Ukraine go! Let Ukraine go!
Let Ukraine go!
Release Ukraine!
Release Ukraine!
Stop military action in Ukraine!
Stop military action in Ukraine!
Stop aggression against Ukraine!
Stop aggression against Ukraine!
Russia, stop aggression!
Russia, stop aggression!
Russia, stop aggression!
Russia, stop aggression!
Russia, stop war!
Russia, stop war!
People of the world, unite!
People of the world unite!
People of the world, unite!
People of the world unite!
People of the world, let's stop the war!
People of the world, let's stop the war!
People of the world, let's stop Putin!
People of the world, let's stop Putin!
Stop Putin now!
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 Putin, get out!
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 Putin, get out! No war in the world!
Say no to war!
Say no to war!
Say no to war!
Say no to war!
Putin must go home!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
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 Putin must go home!
Putin must go home!
Putin must go home!
Putin must go home!
Say no to war!
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 Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Taiwan stands with Ukraine!
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much! Thank you so much! 请问这里还有媒体的朋友吗？
听得懂？
还有媒体朋友吗？
有Russian的朋友吗？
他要找媒体朋友，那个。他是我没有带名片，我也不知道。他这里在哪里？
这个消息要拜托。OK。看媒体在这里。
Я не могу сказать, что мне нравится. Это украинский, но я не
好，谢谢。好，谢谢你。
哦，对对对对对。可以看。好，到哪里？哪一位？头发金金的男生，我找得到。